It's the fall season with falling inflation and interest rates and new technologies finally moving mainstream, the personal computer revolution, the internet and broadband, that creates incredible growth, low interest rates, and you get bubbles. The last time we've seen a bubble boom was in the early 1900s, from 1914 to 28. So first of all, you expect to see bubbles in this boom, not in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. There were no bubbles, despite a great economy. Second thing, real estate became the bubble of all bubbles. I mean, the tech bubble was nothing in a sense compared to real estate, because for the first time in history, the banking system got to the point that where middle class incomes were so predictable and real estate had gone up for decades and decades that people just decided real estate can't go down. And Japan went through this in the 70s and 80s as well. So people were willing, banks were willing to lend anything against real estate, no money down, even no principal and interest for the first 5 or 10 years. I mean, we went into this bubble about real estate can't go down, the government saying everybody should own real estate, we should encourage it, everybody bought it, the banks lowered interest rates, made things easier. We got the greatest bubble in history in real estate. I don't mean going back hundreds of years. We study everything back as far as you can study it. Home prices went up 2.2 times in 5 years. 5 years from 2000 to 2005. The lending to the average household, if you're an everyday house in the US, you went from getting 3.3 times your income as a loan to 9 times. Tripled in 5 years. This is absolute nuts, not counting all the no money down and no principal and interest forever. So the greatest credit bubble fueled the greatest real estate bubble, and real estate affects people more than stocks. Wealthy people own a lot of stocks. Everyday people own real estate. So this real estate bubble was something unprecedented, and it goes through stages. Real estate has its own demographics from we need to go to colleges or kindergartens, and then we need workplaces when we enter the workforce. That's our early stage. Then we need apartments when we're entering the workforce before we get married. Then we need starter homes, trade-up homes, when you want to be as far away from your kids as possible, biggest home you can find. And then it's vacation homes and retirement. So there's a cycle, what we tell business people, there's always something booming. If the baby boomers are maturing in something, the echo boom, the next generation is coming along buying something else. Right now in real estate, we're in a down economy. It's weak, and it's going to be weak for a long time because of this overvaluation, overlending, and all these values having to come down, and all these foreclosures, and that's going to go on for years. But starter homes are going to be the next thing. The next generation, the echo baby boom, they're in apartments now. They're going to want to rent longer than usual, so apartments are a good place to be now. But starter homes, when this crash happens, is going to be the place to be. Affordable homes for the next generation, these McMansions and trade-up homes, which come late in the cycle, that next generation isn't going to be interested in that for a couple decades. And the baby boom generation, despite driving a first surge in vacation homes in the late 40s when their kids leave the nest, and you want to track them back to see them, and you have time, they're going to come back and have a second round of that vacation retirement homes in their late 50s, early to mid 60s. So when real estate crashes, it's already crashing, vacation homes will crash the most. That'll be the place to buy on the baby boom and upscale in, on the echo boom and downscale in, starter homes.